everyone, I hope you can hear me just fine, because I was trying to test out the mics. I've been getting comments stating that no one could hear me while I spoke during the gameplay, because the music was too loud. So I hope turning down the music at least helped. If not, then I do not know how to fix this problem. Anyway, as before, I will try my best to be a good Let's Player here, and I'm going to shut up now because I feel stupid. After school, she's in, you should quickly find me by the first floor lobby and latch on to me. Perfectly introduction to escape. I feel a little offended, but I think something embarrassed. Okay, stupid, but the escort doesn't make me feel very comfortable. Yeah, it would make anyone It makes me feel like a dangerous person being transported. What's wrong? Big John. Still calling him that? Yes, I am. And somehow it just keeps getting more and more as I see it. That would be that joke that would never stop. That would never stop giving up the laughs. That's right. We're just going to play a game. We're just going to play a game of Risk, remember? I don't know, Misha. This all seems a little sinister to me. I start thinking that when we sit down to play the game, they'll tie me down, torture me. Well, I agree with all the student council. Oh, that's highly unlikely. But still, for some reason, it just seems like it would be so plausible. For some reason, it just seems like it's so plausible. I cannot work today, can I? Can't work. Again. Getting to the student council room is as simple as trying to start. What? This makes you guys feel so okay, I said that wrong. What? This makes you guys being so little silly. It's not true, Hick-chan. It's still calling it. Shi-chan says that when their life is threatened, people have shown the ability to pull off superhuman bursts of speed. Life is threatened. Yeah, that's a sure sign of what do you mean by when their life is threatened? What do you do? Her expression unchanging. She signs something musical. She's makes a baffling face. Puts her hands behind her back and pleads for herself. Misha feigns deafness and comes cheerily. Stop that. I know you heard me. No, you don't have an excuse on that, Shoujo. Shizun opens the door to the student council room. It's a very plain, sparsely decorated room, although it is quite large, maybe even a little larger than a classroom. There's a big table in the center surrounded by chairs. A smaller desk promptly placed in the back that I assume is Shizun's. There are a few regular desks and chairs stacked to one side of the room. There are a few regular desks and chairs stacked to one side as well. Extras, perhaps. Aside from the tables and chairs, the room doesn't have much else to offer. Just a couple of filing cabinets and bookshelves stacked with old school records and documents. Not much else. In fact, nothing else. This is a pretty bleak room. Yes, and my commentary and reading sound even bleaker, dude. Just just have like one of those days where I'm emotionally drained and I didn't even do anything. They could at least put a potted plant in here or something. But the most noticeable thing that this room doesn't have is other people. Are we really? No. What do you mean no? Doesn't mean nobody else is coming today? Yeah, that's right. Before I managed to ask why that's the case, Shizune claps her hands together very energetically. Hik-chan, let's play Risk! Come on, you promised, didn't you? You have to. Ha ha ha, okay. Do you want to know the rules? We can explain to you while we set everything up. While Misha's talking, Shizune takes out what looks like a board game from behind one of the filing cabinets and throws it on the table. Well, geez. You wanted to play it, but don't break the board before it even manages to get to the table. Actually, this looks kind of interesting. Don't fall for it, bro. It's like Monopoly. It never ends. The experience from watching people play this game. That's the reason why I avoided it like the plague. After Misha spends a little too long for her liking running through the basics with a somewhat vague and confusing tutorial, she soon cuts in and declares the game has started, with a decisive motion slicing her arm through the air. Shizune's aggressiveness is rubbing off onto me. I start feeling more competitive than I intended to be when I agreed to this. Halfway into the game, while I was trying to ponder how to defend against Shizune's assault on two fronts, she breaks my concentration by drumming her fingers on the table to get my attention. Hik-chan wants you to know that you are taking too long to make a move. Hik-chan also says she will let you leave Australia if you agree to join the student council. Yeah, no. I thought this was a game with no strings attached. Dude, really? These two? You think that no strings attached would be on over their heads while they're playing a competitive game? Just the fact that she would dangle that over my head as an offer means that she knows I care about the outcome of this game. And anyway, no. John admires your fighting spirit. Who would be a benevolent dictator who will spare your people if you agree to join the council? You're so competitive, Shida. You seem to be taking this as well. I don't expect the student council president to be more magnanimous. Oh, I got the English Honors Award in my high school during my senior year, and I can't even say the magnanimous. Well, she can't say it either, so she has a reason that she's well, I do, let's just say. She doesn't seem to know what it means or how it's signed. So she pulls out a piece of paper and writes it for Shizuka, who in return signs it back to Misha. Misha presses her index fingers against her temple, trying to physically imprint the word into her memory. Okay, folks, we're probably going to see a lot of steam coming from the pink hair, from the pink head's head. Watch. As the drill starts spinning. Suddenly, she's bursts into a flurry of gestures. Misha looks daunted by the pace of her inside. Wait, please slow down, Shikan. Hik-chan says you're going to leave. Tell her I will crush her world empire with my rebellion. Okay. Those eyes are gonna shine kind of like a mischief. She says you have no chance if you keep playing like this. No, you won't. It's a trap! Like, it's likely that she's just trying to psych me out. Looking at the board again, I have a pretty good defense set up. I'm not going to play something reckless. A few turns later, I'll lose the game anyway. Yeah, something tells me even if you played aggressively, it wouldn't end. It would still end the same way. Shizun adjusts her glasses victoriously and allows herself to tentatively pump her fist into the air in celebration. Yeah, gloat all you want. She would finest warriors any day of the week. And again, that takes very almost daunting. Big John, you lost when you allowed me to take you to America. I mean, Shichan, not me. Yeah, getting control of North America is ambitious because it provides a 5-army bonus, but you can attack it from three fronts, so you must defend them all. I thought you had more guts. How disappointing. I'm sorry if I'm smart and keep everything on the defensive. I'll wait until you're freaking... I'm gonna finish my rant first. I'll wait until your forces dwindle. And once the fortitude of my defense has all but exhausted yours, I will move in for the kill. But since this wasn't any strategy, any RTS, you're lucky. Ambition, Hik-chan. Your play needs to be more daring. Ambition! I was really excited when you took South America, but then you switched to playing defensively just because you gained a small advantage. That's no good, Hik-chan. Seriously, now that I say it, it just doesn't work anymore, damn it. You didn't take enough risks, and when you did, you didn't follow through. That's terrible, Hik-chan. I can say it so casually now, it's not funny anymore. Why? Damn, what's it to her if I played too carefully? There's no need to rub it in my face. I wonder if you'd be any good for the student council. What's this, reverse psychology? I guess I don't have to worry about joining or not in that case. Giving up just like that, huh? I expected more of you. Seriously, is she trying to taunt me to join the student council? Besides, I don't even want to join. It's only my second day. I can't make that kind of commitment. I haven't even taken a look at the other clubs yet. And these two, they're a little weird. Dude, you're in a school for disabled high schoolers. You can't just say they're a little weird. Everyone has a little weird thing about them. And the weirdness is, like, the maximum weirdness is yet to come, my friend. I assure you that. Fine, I'll consider joining the council. I want to take a look at the clubs before I decide. Really, Hik-chan? You're not just saying that to make us feel better? I would. Yeah. I'm just not sure what I want to do. Okay, Hik-chan, but we're not going to give up so easily. You say maybe. There's still a chance you'll come around. Come on. We could really have fun. We could play more Risk, and maybe one day you could beat me, unless we graduate before that. That doesn't make me feel any less reluctant about joining you now. Okay, where's my jug of water? Surely you aren't that terrible at board games. I am. Winter here is very terrible at board games. Thank you very much. So I don't play them. Maybe we can play games that you know them. might have said that just to make you feel better after all. Aw, that's cold, Hick-chan. Take a glance at the clock on the wall and realize I've spent far longer playing Risk than I expected. Sorry, I think I have to go. I wanted to go to the library. It's not closed yet, is it? Shizune scratches her head and gestures at Misha. How hard can it be to determine whether the library is open? There's a clock right there on the wall. It should be, unless the librarian is absent. I think you're right, Chi-chan. We think the library is open. It's on the second floor. Can't miss it. You want us to show you where it is? No, thanks. It's okay. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. One flight of stairs up, I run into problems. The second floor hallway is a carbon copy of the third floor one. Wide, of course, and plain, like all hallways can be. The problem is that the library's whereabouts are not as easily determined as one would think. I really hate the fall time. I hate it when it's fall. I get allergies, and then my throat starts getting icky, gross stuff in it, and it makes me sound like freaking old Yoda from Star Wars Empire Strikes Back or Return of the Jedi. Either one. The classrooms are marked with signs stating which class they belong to, but then there's the plethora of other unmarked rooms. Sorry if I broke your headphones doing that, or your ears doing that. Is the library one of them, or is it just somewhere down the hallway? I bet on the latter, and chose my direction at random. After I turn around the corner, an unmarked door draws my attention, because it's not closed. It's not open either, just barely ajar, so I can see it's opening. It's open and nothing else. It would make sense for the library door to be invitingly open. While this one is not quite that, it's good enough. At the very least, it means that someone is inside and I can ask for directions, no matter how embarrassing that is. Dude, it's never embarrassing to ask for directions. Especially when you're new to the school. I gingerly push on the center of the door with my fingertips, with every muscle in my arm ready to pull back at a moment's notice. The feeling of being an outsider to this school can't be shaken from my mind, so much that I instinctively fear doing something wrong by entering. The door slowly creaks as if groaning from the deep sleep, though is much easier to open than I anticipated. Leaning over and poking my head further inside to gain sight of the room as fast as possible. Meek hello on my lips is quickly snatched away. And her. This is not what I was expecting. I mindlessly let the door open to its full extent, taking in the side of the solitary figure, taking center stage in the otherwise abandoned room. The situation steals my voice, leaving me standing at the doorway staring at the beautiful girl. Evidently, having taken her time to assess the situation, the girl gently puts down her teacup and opens her eyes. Look. Hello there. May I help you? I can only take a guess here. She's blind. Why else wouldn't she look at him? Look at Hick-chan. Yes, I'm calling him Hick-chan. You know what? I know what Chan means now. I'm gonna call him Hick-kun. It's even better. Wait. I can't tell you. I think I'll just call him. I think I'll call him Hick. Because that's not fucking sounds. Staring directly in front of herself, the movements of her lips seem to break the silence rather than the words. However, it's the soft, measured voice that reminds me she's She's a being separate from the room itself. Not only is she likely the tallest girl I've ever laid eyes on, even among foreigners I've met, she's strikingly distinct. Hi, sorry for intruding. I was just kind of lost. She takes a moment to formulate a response before speaking. Every action she takes feels as if it's carefully choreographed beforehand. Oh, hey, I said that complicated word correctly. Very easy. Unexpected, considering that I'm intruding upon. Thanks. I slowly step towards another seat opposite. The girl resting the teacup and saucer on the wooden table in between. The way she doesn't track my movement with her head is telling that, and the slight cleverness in her eyes, means she must be at least partially blind, like Genshi. You know, the freaking paranoia machine that lives next door to our main character. Come to think of it, her voice doesn't have any technical accent either. I guess she must be half Japanese. As I take my seat, her composure takes me slightly off guard. Her air of relaxed confidence makes the silence entirely comfortable. The calming atmosphere is so very different from the student council office. I take it you're a new student here. New student to Yamako. I think I said it right, guys. Did I say it right? I'm not sure. Yeah. I just transferred in yesterday. I get the distinct feeling my speech patterns don't match the formality of hers. Accentuated by her restrained bow of greeting. One of which I hastened to match before realizing the futility of the action. I'm Lilly Second. Pleased to meet you. Isao Nakai. She gives a nod before gesturing roughly in the direction of her teacup. Would you care for a drink? Sure. As much as it pains me, I can't keep step with her formality in the proceedings. She gives a kind nod, taking the request in stride. Without another word, she steps off the chair and prepares a second cup of tea, with a collection of supplies laid out along a shelf. A brush here, a brush there, her left hand often lightly touching the side of whichever container she's pouring into. It seems to be a process she followed dozens of times before. As I lean sideways to see around her back, she seems to use her long, dainty finger to measure the right amount of water in the cup. It's one thing to see the different disabilities the students in my class have, but it's another to see how everyone else seems to adapt. Shizune and Misha have no problem working together to communicate. Lilly herself seems to have workarounds for problems I've never thought of. While I feel slightly guilty for her doing the work, she seems pleased to be following the correct process of the offer of preparing the drink. So, her soft voice brings me out of my silent observance. Which one were you looking for? It's not often this classroom is visited after school. The school library. She soon and I meet some classmates told me it was on this floor. She finishes pouring water into the teacup as she nods. A small metallic tapping coming from the teacup indicating it's being stirred. I'm aware that Miss Hakamichi, as are most students. To be with them means you're in class 3-3 now. You're in class 3-3, no? That's right, in the science room with Mudo. She gives a small giggle before setting down the teaspoon and slowly walking towards the table, teacup and saucer. Towards the table, teacup and saucer in hand. He's quite a character. I imagine you'll come to like him. Most do. As she sets down the tea, I gently take it and have a sip. I'm more of a coffee person, but this seems like a rather bad moment to bring it up. Nonetheless, the smell is quite nice. I hardly think it'd be hard to choke down. Thanks, Ella. It tastes really nice. She smiles and quickly waves her hand in front of her face. Lilly, please. Lilly, please. There's no need to be formal. She says this in spite of her exceedingly well-bred speech. Oh well. I guess I should try and ask her about herself, as it really does seem as if she's catering to me. So, which class are you from? I imagine it's one of the third-year classes. Correct. I'm in class 3-2, which is on the third floor, same as yours. It's taught by Miyagi, and it is specifically for both blind and partially blind students. I see. Sorry. Dude, it's just figure of speech, dude. You don't need to do that. I feel like slapping myself for the false pulse. False pulse. Looking at her face, though, she doesn't seem to be the least bit put off by it. My, there's no need to change your speech on my account. Sure. Sorry, I guess I'm really showing my newness here. Newness? I'm just gonna avoid ranting about that and continue. An environment like this would be a big change, so I can't fault you for it. Well, the same can't be said for everyone else. Many have come to terms with the conditions. Category in which it would hurt seems. Walter ready to jump ship. From this particular topic, I segue to another. You come here to drink tea often? It's a really nice place. Looking on it, this might be her version of the place behind my school that I like to have lunch at. I come here fairly often during lunch times. My duties as class representative don't leave enough time for an official club, so a friend and I use this room for having tea. Class representative, huh? Compared to Shoujo, her mannerisms seem almost completely opposite. While Shoujo's blunt and fiercely driven, Lilly seems calm and relaxed and calm, almost aloof. Come to think of it, she might be useful for a less biased view of the school's clubs. What kinds of clubs are there to join? The more popular ones are the track and field club, which uses the field near the school during lunchtimes. The baseball club and book club in the room near the library. There are also numerous small ones that do, though such as art and music clubs. How is art a small club? How would art be a small club? And with music, I expect it to be very large, but okay. At a time when I was just wanting to get on my feet, rushing into a club right away seems slightly unappealing. At a time when I'm just waiting to get on my feet, rushing into a club right away seems slightly unappealing. I wonder if this school shares the same rule as my old one. Is it compulsory to join a club? It isn't, though it is encouraged. Good. Pass relief. I really let my guard down around this girl. To let such a thing slip out. The fact seems to slightly amuse her. Not wanting my tea to get cold, I finally start drinking it, as Lilly does the same. As I look out over to the window over her shoulder, I notice the light coming into the room. There's a distinctly orange tint. Even from her time as it's concealed. That's not so good. She's blind. Of course she can't see the sunset. It's just this looks like the sunset. navigation skills. Bitch has half a level. Bitch, they seem to have that. Bitch, they seem to have that. Wait. As she stands up to follow me, she takes a hold of a straight, practical cane. That's the hand of her. Okay. That. As she stands up to follow me, she takes hold of a straight, practical cane. The hand slip with the handle of her bag. Compared to the cane, the boy in my class and I, Lily's looks much thinner and longer. This must be for support, whereas Lily's is Asian. Together we leave these two side by side, my feet carefully slowed to match hers. We walk slowly through the hall. It doesn't take long for us to arrive at the door to a warm-looking room, apparently situated in the center of the floor, rather than either wing. To which you ask, how did you miss this, Hisao? Right, because you have terrible navigation skills. Ladies first. She gives an appreciative smile at the gesture, taking the lead as we file in. To the left is a wooden library counter, with the library proper being on the right. Easily dwarfs my old school's library, with a distinct smell of old books giving the place an almost old world air. There don't seem to be beloved students here. Considering the time, it isn't a big surprise. Everyone's probably either in the school grounds or in the dorms, Yuko, are you here? She says it to the thin air, since the librarian doesn't seem to be present, and of course Lily can't see this. What's unexpected is that it draws a reaction. Something from under the counter thudded against it, followed by a quiet wail. Aww. The origin, apparently the librarian, quickly crawls out and bounces up to extremely rigid attention. Hi Lily, how can I help you? Her voice is strained in a failing attempt to sound casual, and she's rubbing the back of her head. Good afternoon. What happened just now? I heard a strange noise. It's nothing. I just hit my head. I see. I dropped an eraser under my desk while I was looking for a pencil. While I was looking for a pencil drive. When I was looking for both of them came and surprised me. You alright? I'm sorry, I couldn't. It's okay. Sorry for making you worry. Well, we know she has anxiety issues. This is nothing. I've had worse happen to me. She's quick to reverse Lily's apologies, almost frantically trying to push aside the possibility that she could be in any way inconvenienced by bashing her head on the counter. Yes, the worst things have happened. The girl fidgets with her fingers, as Lily doesn't seem to drop her concerned expression. Then she shuffles some papers around the counter for no reason. A little shorter than Lily, with glasses, freckles, and a very troubled look, she seems to fit a library perfectly. Lily, did you get my message? Message? Oh, two important books that arrived. Right. They finally came. I can't believe it took so long, but amidst her celebrations, partly for managing to change the topic, partly for managing to change the topic, I'm sure. She notices me from the corner of her eye and freezes on the spot when she does. Oh no, I'm sorry for not noticing you before. Did you need to check out a book or return one? I'm sorry. The way she can so quickly shift between moods is a little unsettling. He's with me, Yuka. This is Hisao, a new student. Hisao, this is Yuka, the school librarian. Pleased to meet you. Hisao, right. Hisao. Pleased to meet you too, Hisao. For a second, she visibly attempts to engrave the name on her mind, so she won't forget. Yuko often arranges to import foreign books and braille for me. Would you like to tell Hisao a little something about the library? Lily's innocent suggestion is met with an expression of abject terror. Please, Lily, I don't know what you could be interested in. This is too much responsibility. How is it any responsibility at all? I don't yet. But her objection is so sincere, I don't know for a second that she would rather disembowel herself on the spot than tell me where the light novels are. It's kind of gruesome to think. But there are a lot of books in Braille here, right? I attempt to save the day by asking the first thing that pops in my head. It seems to work, at least partly, as Yuko seems to not exactly relax, but at least look slightly less tense. While I think about a third or fourth of Yamaku's library is either in Braille or audio. Makes sense, given all the blind students that be here. If it's only that, how come this library is so big in the first place? Well, we get a lot of new books, regularly because the library is adequately endowed. That's why. That's probably why. We spend more on new books than on my salary, and then I have to organize and shelf them all. It's so troublesome, and they weigh so much. I wish I could quit this job. A very awkward silence follows this revelation of much true information. I'll go check the aisles, and if you don't mind, it's probably for the best. It's probably best for all of us if she doesn't keep talking to me. Very well. Meanwhile, Yuko, I would have those books if it's all right with you. My first impression was right. The library is surprisingly big. Ambling down the narrow aisles, I study the spines of the books in a random order, occasionally sliding one out to read, the blurb taking it with me if it looks good. In a few moments, I have a respectable stack of books in my arms. I guess I'll never be stuck for choice in here. The normality of the library sinks in. Sure, there are large print and Braille books scattered throughout, but it is what it is, a library. It's as if the calm mood from the room I had tea with Lilly in snuck with us in here. Unless it was here to begin with. Something about that puts me at ease, just like before. I reach the end of the aisle and find a collection of desks. I set up for study or personal reading. Going a little further, I discover a nice quiet corner at the back. While the rest of the library has the odd student sitting at a desk, either reading or stealthily sleeping, the back is pretty much deserted. As I glance around, I see someone who I recognize sitting on one of the several beanbags. It's a dark-haired girl from my class, one who snuck out of the classroom earlier. She's reading a book, keeping it close to her face, which makes her look like she's really into it. And the way she was acting today, I pegged her as more of a delinquent than a bookworm. In fact, her mysterious disappearance from the classroom raised all sorts of lines in my head. Intrigue flows slowly, but surely towards the surface. Before I know it, I'm walking towards the mysterious girl. I guess I should introduce myself as I would through this. She's a classmate walking over to another meeting I regularly see. My books beside me. Too bad I can't put in that Metal Gear Solid discovered sound that would be great. Just feel like that one. The girl starts looking scaredly up at me with her fringe. This is the first time I've seen her this close. Underneath her long, bent bangs, I can see a part of her face. At least a third of it, if not half, is pretty badly scarred. My eyes are immediately drawn to the scars and subconsciously peeking past her hair. And though they meet her own eyes. For a second I'm shocked, and I divert my eyes and look at her hands. For I realize that looking at my problem is worse. And I think I'm going to save this now. And I'm going to end it right here. Thank you everybody for watching. I'm sorry if I've been a little, monotone, but, usually I usually read these kinds of visual novels, late at night, so I don't disturb anyone. And I'd rather record it during the midnight times, but I have a lot of things to do tomorrow, and I need my sleep. In any case, I hope you enjoyed the video.